Good morning, everyone. I am Carol Davis, and I'm waiting until it hits 7 before I actually hit the button. Hey, you can give me some feedback on that light behind me. It looks a little bright, but I thought I would try this morning to leave the window open, and it's usually closed. So let me know what you think about the lighting, okay? I'm every day learning more about this process of broadcasting on Periscope. And just give it a few more seconds, and it'll be when it hits 7 o'clock, the advertised time, I will begin. I'm excited to be here. Talk a little more about, good morning, it is 7 a.m. and I am Carol Davis, spiritual guru. No, I'm kidding. Am I? I am a motivational speaker, a published author, and I love doing this 6-minute coffee break with you to share a little bit of my experience, strength, and hope, and how I get through stuff. Everything I talk about is my experience and how I've done life, and how I've managed to stay off a park bench, from sleeping on a park bench to becoming a benchmark for success. You know, I've been talking this week a lot about, and in the past, a lot about the importance of forgiveness, why we forgive, and how important it is to take back our power so the wrongdoer is not in charge of us. Wrongdoer might even be us, our self-opinion. You know, this morning I'm going to get right into actually how I do it. First, I just want to mention something I have, a gift I have for you. If you contact me at changelesschange.com, my website, changelesschange.com. I'm going to send you a copy, there it is, of a little thing I made up on forgiveness. So hi Glenn, thanks for joining me. Hey, hit me up with some hearts, okay? I'm going to get right into how I forgive. Enough of the importance of it. What do I actually do? And I'm kind of going to read, actually, to get through it faster. You know, so there's the event, and usually I have a shame attack when something happens. For any reason, somebody hurts my feelings, or often I just do something that I decide is stupid. I embarrass myself, and those are the kind of things I have to forgive me for attacking others, doing something I think is embarrassing, feeling hurt and acting out. So that's what I call the event. And after that is shame, remorse. And I distract myself because I do not go immediately into forgiveness. Trust me, it's a process. Sometimes it takes a long, long time because I'm distracting myself, trying to make the other person or the event wrong. It's not my fault. I don't need to forgive myself. Why? So I go through a lot of emotional pain, self-loathing, physiological response. It just takes time. Now, this process does not happen, and it can happen in one day. This process I'm going to share with you can happen in one day or can happen in a year or years. Sometimes I just have to go back. But this is the immediate thing. And then I like to do the affirmation, if I can think of it. I forgive myself for any pain I've caused myself or others, and I am open to any lessons. I am worthy of forgiveness. So I try to get myself in that place of feeling worthy and knowing that no matter what has happened, there is something within me that needs to be forgiven. I need to forgive myself. And this is the same kind of process when I'm forgiving others, just slightly different. So I'm talking about mostly self-forgiveness today. So even though I do that affirmation, I say it repeatedly, the pain continues, so I continue affirmations. Sometimes I want to be dead for a day. I'm not suicidal, just like the pain is so intense, the self-loathing, I just want to be dead for a day. Continue to look at the affirmations. Now then I start, when I'm able, to look for the true source of the pain. You know, it's usually not the event itself, or it's not the person. There's something underneath it. So, you know, I hate myself for screwing up. I did something wrong. I feel bad for the people I offended. In front of others whose trust I'm attempting to secure, I blow it. So then I go, I'm overwhelmed with shame. So I have my aha number one. And that's when I realize that this event, this activity is about me. And I'm obsessed with what will they think about me? Who will they tell about me? Well, then I have to then I go through this whole conversation. Heck with them. If they can't, they don't still like me after I made one little mistake. And I'm still in this thing about it's them. Their reaction is about them. And then aha 2 is, okay, it's really about me. The lesson. What is the lesson here? Judge not, lest ye be judged. And I try not to form opinions of others based on one little mistake. And others are much more than the one little mistake. So then I'm starting to feel better. So then what do? I write. I do inventory. I often get to the source way, way down deep inside of me that causes me to behave in manner I don't like about me. What is causing this? What am I doing? What am I doing? And so I just write. I go way back, like take an inventory in a store. What's good, what's not good. And I look at the source. And I ask God to help me. What is going on within me that is causing me to repeatedly do things that embarrass myself? The shame attack. So I haven't actually had a shame attack in a long time, and I used to have them all the time because of this process of forgiveness. And sometimes, I have to, I write out affirmations. I forgive myself, and the same affirmation I just read over and over again. And in forgiving others, I have done everything I could think of in writing and discovering myself and praying for the other person and praying for their forgiveness and forgiving myself and forgiving how people treat me and knowing they're children of God. And sometimes I am reduced to doing 70 times 7. That's the final one I'm going to share you today. And I actually get out a piece of paper and I write 35 times in the morning and 35 times at night. I forgive myself. I love myself. I forgive myself. I love myself. I know it's ridiculous, but I actually write it in handwriting on a piece of paper 35 times in the morning, 35 times at night for 7 days. And that is, I do not do that every time. That's my last resort if nothing else has worked. And guess what? It works. So contact me if you have some questions, changelesschange.com, about forgiveness and why should you. And the hard ones, there's always those things. This I will never forgive. It seems we always have those one little things that we're holding on to. And I want to keep my commitment to 6 minutes. And I believe pretty much my 6 minutes I'm almost there. So there's a lot more on the subject. I'm going to talk about it again tomorrow, a little more about forgiveness. So contact me, Changeless Change, if you have any questions. I hope you have an amazing day and that your heart is full of forgiveness for yourself. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.